greatest band in the world. Hi, I love you. How are you? Hi, I didn't organize my notes. Give me a second. Y'all have a good week? Cool. Sorry about the rain. We had no control over it, but everybody's a little soggy. Hey, you know, it's a good thing. First off, let's say hi to the internet people. Hello, internet people. How are you? We love you. This week, we had Russell and Bridget McLaurin, Russell and Bridget McLaurin. Hi, guys. They're watching from home. They got married here this week, and they were just happy as punch. Desi, Cameron, hi. I know you're watching. All right, let's all stand up and send some love out to people. You know how this is done. 3 words, 4 directions, and up. Please repeat after me. I love you! 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 That's it. That's a spirit. A little bit of happiness, a little bit of love. Get everybody happy and spiritful. Happiness. Okay, we did that. We did the I love you prayer. We do the candles, and somewhere in between here, I have to say, please pass the plate. Did we pass the plate? Okay. Well, somebody please pass the plate. Oh, and this is where this worked. This worked. Okay. Remember one time I held up a sign, and I said, you know, hey, you people out there, if you want to donate, you can mail it in. Somebody did. You know, hey, people out there on the internet, we love you. But yeah, here it is. First Church Cannabis, 3400 South Rural, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46237, in the beautiful US of A, in case you're coming from out of the country. And you can find out more about us at canitarian.org. May the power of Farah compel you. And we have sound effects too at church. God, this is cool. All right, who would like to come up and light the candles? These candles stand for our 7 focal points, and these candles stand for the, you took my notes, pinnacles of the cannabis plant. It's nice to have notes. Who would like to light the candles tonight? Don't all rush the stage at once, folks. There you go. Bravo. All right, it's a trick lighter. Pull it down and push that and pull down at the same time. Yeah. Okay, the 7 candles stand for the 7 days of the week. The 7 days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it stands for live, love, laugh, learn, create, grow, teach. All wonderful things to focus on during the week to help you get through the week. The reason we're here on Wednesday night is because this is when we learn. We do not have services on Sunday because that's when you should go out and live your life. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Go out and explore life's great adventure. All right, that's that candle. Now this candle here, we got 5 more over here because we like fire. We like fire. Fire good. This is the Pinnacles of Cannabis candle. It stands for food, fuel, fiber, medicine, and pleasure. 5 things that we all sort of love about the plant. So that's what all the candles are about. Happiness, a plant, focal points, and just all around good living. Very cool. Bravo, man. Thank you.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
What the hell? All right. All right. Did everybody notice backstage? It was a new color. It's dark now, so it gives better contrast for all the internet people. All right. Yeah, jump camera to camera. We do a, nope, we don't do testimonials first. We do the sermon first, and then we do testimonials, because somebody figured out it was more fun that way. You know, I have to listen. Today's somebody's birthday who everybody here in this room knows. A cool guy. We don't think of him a lot. but he's always had an impact on our life. His name was Confucius. So happy birthday, Confucius. You've been gone for a while, but your words of wisdom and kindness have lasted all these years. Confucius was a Chinese teacher, editor, politician, and philosopher of spring and autumn period of the Chinese history. The philosophy of Confucius emphasizes personal and governmental morality, correctness of social relationships, justice, and sincerity. His followers completed successfully with many other schools during the hundred schools of thought era, only to be suppressed in favor of the legalist during the Qin dynasty. Following the victory of Han over Chu, after the collapse of Qin, Confucius thoughts received official sanction and were further development into the system known to the West as Confucianism. Here's some words of wisdom. First off, he was born September 28th, 551 BC. BC in the state of Lu. He died 479 BC in the state of Lu. His full name was Kong Kui, and he's buried at the cemetery of Confucius in Quafu, China. Here's his words of wisdom. By 3 methods, we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is the noblest. Second, by imitation, which is the easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time when we fall. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Yeah, I feel obliged. Basic. He wrote this first, I guess. What you do not want done unto yourself, do not do unto others. Do not do to others. All right. Golden rule. So, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday, Confucius. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, we have a drummer. Oh, and we have rim shot battles. Great. Not many churches have rim shot battles. Who would like to come up and testify? Share the wonders of their life, something beautiful, something happy, something delightful. And here comes Neil. Hi, Neil. How are you? I'm fine. I'm having a great day. Good to see you.
Hi, I'm Neil. Hi, Neil. I love you all too. Confucius say, man whose part's in church sits in on pew. I wanted there to be no Confucius about that. I've had an interesting week. I'm out being a union thug for the United Food and Commercial Workers Union, working on the John Gregg campaign. Gregg Greg, as you might have heard, fully supports relegalization of cannabis. He's running as Democrat for governor. He also very strongly supports the working person. As do I. Anybody who works needs to have a fair shake and a livable paycheck. I've been out and I found that even people who are supposedly a little bit more aware of things need a little help sometimes. Have y'all registered to vote yet? I think you got till October 11th. If you know anybody that isn't registered to vote, get them to indianavoter.com and get them registered. If we can put John Gregg in the governor's office, and if we can at least break the supermajority of the Republicans, we're likely to have medical marijuana legal in Indiana by July 1st, 2018. But we got to get out and vote. The candidate running for state senate that covers the district the church is here is Sean Gorman. He's 100% on our side. And I know Sean, I know he's a good man. I know he'll do what's right. And most of the other Democrats will. Now 100% of the libertarians support relegalization. About 90% of the Democrats do. About 2% of the Republicans do. So you know where to vote. Last Wednesday, Granny J asked for help in plowing a little bit of ground here on the church. Well, I told her I would come out and till on Friday. And I broke ground and I tilled about 50 feet. Why, thank you. Till we meet again. Nobody else has stepped up. We need to get that little patch of ground plowed up so we can plant things there. Now here's a 64-year-old decrepit old fart that can run a tiller, and nobody has stepped up. Come on, we need some help. This is our church. Gotta help. See Granny J for any volunteer opportunities you might like to have. I thank you.
Hi, Tommy, I love you.
Okay. I kind of freaked out Bill here with a picture of me from about 2 years ago, 2.5 years. Oh, hi, I'm Tommy. Okay. I looked at Bill's Facebook page today, and he posted a mime. It's a true mime. 90% of what you find on the shelves at the grocery store come from just 10 different companies. They are what's called big food. They are in a cabal with the medical industrial complex. They work to make sure people, as best as they can, end up type 2 diabetics and looking like this. Hold this for a second. I don't know if you can see that. This is me from 2.5 years ago. I basically can eat as much as I want all day long are the right foods. I'm kind of addicted to food. Is anyone out there addicted to food? Raise your hand. Oh, you're not? There's a couple people who aren't addicted to food out there. How many day chip do you have of going without food? Everyone has to have food every day. But we eat the wrong food. We eat the wrong food all the time. We eat fat. We eat processed food. We eat food that's been concentrated, dried, just concentrated calories. And it's all designed to taste good. What we didn't know is that food, salt, sugar, fat, as we eat them, it increases our dopamine levels in our brains. We start to crave them. And Big Food has figured this out. They can make food so that you eat your fill of it and you still want more. Well, what I did, I became a type 2 diabetic. Went to my endocrinologist. He says, well, here's a diet, has cut way back on your carbohydrates, and if you need calories, eat fat. Fat in your milk, put olive oil on everything. I started to get angina. Could hardly walk up 2 flights of stairs. Last year at the race, I had penthouse seats. I could run from the ground floor up the stairs all the way to the top. That's without exercise. That's with diet alone. How I did this? By first going vegan. No animal fat, no animal protein. Then I cut back on plant fat, but still have some, about 20 grams a day, and I try to go without any oil. They've been lying to you about olive oil. My dad had a heart attack at 49. Of course, back then, he would eat fried eggs. My mom would first cook up a pound of bacon, so there was about this much fat, bacon fat, in the pan. Then she'd deep fat fry the eggs. Okay, taking a spatula and putting the hot grease over the eggs so they're all brown and crispy except for the runny yolks. And he'd have 2 or 3 of those and eat half the pound of bacon. And at 49, he had a heart attack. He survived by luck, so they put him on olive oil. At 58, he required a quadruple bypass, almost died on the table. Actually, he did die on the table. It took him 3 days to get his heart working again. They put one of the first balloon pumps ever used in the country at the Cleveland Clinic, put that in him. It helped his heart to beat for 3 days until his heart could beat on its own. That's the only reason he lived to 58 and past 58. And then he stopped the olive oil. Finally figured out that was doing it. Lived to be 80. Someone who had a heart attack at 49. I'm telling you, this fat, this oil is going to kill you. They don't want you to collect Social Security. They want you to die before you hit 65, so they don't have to pay for your Medicare, Medicaid anyway. So at that point in time, that's why you see what's going on. There is a movie, it's on Netflix for free right now if you have Netflix. It's called Forks Over Knives. I brought a copy with me that can run on my computer if anyone wants to watch it after services tonight. But just go and watch Forks Over Knives and you'll learn how to eat and how to be healthy without having to exercise much. You're better off with exercise. And as you lose weight, you'll find yourself walking and doing a whole lot more anyway. So at that time, I just wish everyone could be healthy and everyone could be happy and everyone love each other. Thank you very much.
We haven't really had a really good testimonial about food in a long time. Thank you. That's Pathway 4. Yes. Eat healthy, folks. Eat healthy. Come on up. I know there's somebody out there. Come on, Joe. How you doing, Joe?
Hi, I'm Joe. This week, I'm going to plan to apply for a job at Crackers Comedy Club, and hopefully I'll get the job. So, wish me the best of luck. That's it.
Bravo, bravo. Proud of you, man. It's a good place to work. For those of you who don't know Crackers, Crackers is a comedy club in beautiful Broad Ripple next to the Vogue Theater. Come on up, Eve.
Hi, folks. I'm Eve. I love you all. Just a quickie for the moment. Whole bunch of crazy stuff going on, and you know, to top it off, a friend of mine brought out this cannabis-based ointment. I'm a doctor. I believe in science. Yada yada yada. And there was this stuff, and I thought, you know what? I don't have anything in the way of perfume. Oh, what the hell? And while I had it out, I just rubbed a little on my two knuckles where I've been having an arthritis problem for, a long time, and the goddamn things feel better. I mean, this is something that happened just before I came here tonight. Anyway, I just saying. I love you all.
Yeah, no, it works. Cannabis oil is a wonderful thing. It takes care of pain, takes care of suffering, makes you smile, gets you off opiates, gets you off pills. Just gets you off. Oh, come on. Anybody? All right, everybody who doesn't want to do it, sink down into their seat. Or throw a balloon or do something. Come on, folks. Hi, Gary.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gary. I love y'all. First off, Bill, you look great tonight. You really do. Looks like a new suit or something. But yeah, I want to touch bases real quick on Canatarians. Being a good Canatarian, I've sat back actually in the last couple of days and watched Jerry and Scotty and Granny J work their hearts out on the wall back here and stuff. I know that there's other ones out there that are feeding people and helping out, financially helping the church as much as possible. We got a few donations in this week. We had a guy give us a barn, a shed that we needed, so that was one good thing as well. Yeah, we got a shed, and I'll go ahead and I'll share a little bit of story about this. I was just driving down the road and I knew this guy sold barns, so I stopped in there. I was looking at a few. After about an hour of conversation, he asked me what religion I was. I told him I'm a Canatarian. He said he was a Christian. And it kind of surprised me, but about 15 minutes later, he said, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys this shed. It's a free gift. Yeah. So what really is awesome is I see good works in the Canatarians and Christians as well. And this guy, he really touched me because he told me, a good Christian would not be out protesting like those over there. He said, a real Christian will not do that. They're not to be judgmental. So what he did was he offered up his time to come here to the church and help out any electrical or anything. He's a general contractor as well. So he offered up his help here for the church. He loves Jesus, so that's a good thing. If he can come here and embrace us as people that he really truly doesn't understand, but he's willing to accept that cannabis does cure. He does understand that. So he's willing to come here and help us out, so other Christians should be able to as well, and it's just amazing to see the contrast between one Christianity group versus another, and as well with Canatarians as well. Now there's a lot of us that are lazy out there, watching on the internet and never come here. But Neil touched on it earlier. We do need people out here more and more. My time's limited. Neil's is, so's Jerry's and Scotty and Granny J's. But we do need a little extra help, whenever's possible. But it was just awesome just to have a good week. And I know that I have friends out here that are present here today and out there on the internet that love me unconditionally. And like that Christian with that barn, unconditional love is what we're about as well, Canatarians. So it's awesome just to be a Canatarian. I love you all.
Very cool. Jerry Goebel.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I love you too. Yeah. We're, if you're not, you guys don't know this because you're in the room right now, but if you were live on stream, you would see there's a ghost right over there playing guitar. Dakota comes through, perfect. Can you see it? Isn't it great? It's like M. Night Shyamalan thing going on there. It's like, we got the back of the stage, we worked up some paint job on it. So it looks really good. Getting a lot of stage work done. We're starting yoga tomorrow. If you guys want to come out and do yoga, talking about health, from 5:45 to 7 here, bring a mat. The stage will be cleared. You'll be able to come out and stretch your whatever you're going to stretch. I'm not exactly sure about yoga terminology. I'm told I have to show up. It's mandatory. So I don't know if I've been that way anymore. But we'll find out. It'll probably be my testimonial next week. Because I'm probably going to need about a half a pound of sacrament to get back into shape. So that's going very well. We got some things we're going to do. We got some fencing we're going to be putting up. We're wrapping up the garden. And I got a really good show for you guys this weekend at the Comedy Grinder. We are starting to get to the point now that now we're in 51 shows. Yeah, that's lots and lots of free comedy from comics who, normally you charge to get it, but they do it as a service to us. We're trying to get our name out, and basically they get a cool demo tape, and it's a lot of fun if you come out. I think the show's pretty much reflected. If you can't make it, we do it on the live stream, so you can see it, and if you can't see it that night, you can still see the old copies of it, so it's archived. Laughter's part of our canon. We talk about food, we talk about laughter. There's a lot of things that go into having a healthy life. Comedy Grinder is sort of our service and our thank you, pushing our agenda as Canatarians. I think it's done a lot of good. I know one of the things that I do when I start doing my shows, I've been doing comedy for 24 years. When I go out anymore, I make a point of kind of proselytizing a little bit about marijuana. It's basically a situation, I think it's a hearts and minds issue. If we present the case of what marijuana is, what sacrament is, what cannabis is, as something that's positive and not a negative, public opinion will change. It's the demonization that's really caused the problem. Everybody starts talking scared and we panic. Let's face it, you got a Facebook feed most likely. You see how your parents act on this election cycle after the debate, the way people were behaving and how they act. It's all about public image. It's really a question they need to be told what to think on some level, I think. That's why we only have 2 candidates, I think. I don't agree with it. But I think that's what it's kind of coming down to. And I think as Canatarians, prohibition needs to come to an end. We need to stop the for-profit prison system from profiteering off of it. We need to get medical involved and start healing people like it's supposed to be. Again, I will say it, cure for cancer. It's not a church position, that's mine. I've seen it work. So it really comes down to positivity about how you present it. I don't argue in a case of where I'm fucked up and I can't see straight. I have to represent. You know, that's a lot of it. Getting stuff done, doing what needs to be done, saying what needs to be said. Proactive. We have to be proactive. It's turning. Tide is turning. Laura Luptak, the comedian who works with the DEA, says they're not really even worrying about marijuana as much anymore. Cannabis. They're not worried about it because its public opinion is turning. So it's really a question of vocalization now on your Facebook feed. Push the positive stories. Kill the negative stereotypes. When you see a stereotype played, just nip that in the bud. Literally. You know, that's a pun, but okay, never mind. In the bud. Okay, never mind. Save it for Friday, Jerry. Okay, I get it. But I just want to tell you guys thank you for all your support. Spread the word. I mean, I know when they start talking about most religions, you got to go door to door. You know, you go and spread the word. You go, and we have to do that in the same manner with cannabis. We have to do that. It doesn't matter the religion it attaches to, but it gets you to your God. It gets you to your happy spot. It gets you to your positivity. Best thing about life can be better, you know? But we just have to accept it for what it is. We have to preach it. You know, walk the walk, talk the talk. Anyway, I'm Jerry. Thank you. I love you. Hi, Barbara.
Hi everyone, I'm Barb. Love you all too so much. It's been over a year since I gave my first testimony here in the church, and I've just felt empowered and I love doing it. And unfortunately, I live a couple hours north of here, so I don't get to come every week as much as I would love to. But this is what I always believed a church should be. You know, something where people are supportive and non-judgmental of each other. I thought I'd kind of give a Reader's Digest version of my story, and then maybe end it with my first carpet ride story again, since that seems to be enjoyable to everybody. But in 2013, I lost the hearing in my left ear. Went to the doctor. Doctor said, you know, you might have a tumor. Let's do an MRI. And the insurance said, no, send her on over to the ENT doctor. And I went over to the ENT doctor, and he gave me some antibiotics, put a tube in my ear, and said, you're good to go. See you later. Okay, so I go on with my life, and about September, I noticed I can't see out of my left eye, and I think these things might be connected. Something's going on in here. So I went ahead and asked for that MRI, and unfortunately, the next morning, at about 8:30, the doctor called me and said, oh, Barb, it's awful. I'm so sorry. You have a huge tumor in your head. I'm so sorry. And he started crying. And I said, okay, all right, chill out, doctor. All right, hold on. One of us needs to hold it together, and it really shouldn't be the girl with the tumor. So what do we do now? And so I went on the whole stages. Turned out it was a cancer called nasopharyngeal carcinoma, and they staged it at 5, which is a pretty serious stage. And things weren't looking well for me at all. Did a lot of research, came across proton radiation therapy, and I went and had 38 treatments of that, zapped all over through my brain. The tumor was my pituitary gland, my frontal lobe, around my, my optic nerve, my eustachian tube, my carotid artery, and my spinal cord. It's pretty much the whole left side of my head there. And in May of 2014, I went back, had a PET scan, and they showed that the cancer wasn't eating anything anymore, but the tumor was all still there. I went back again in November, tumor still there, no cancer. The next year, I started taking the cannabis concentrate, Rick Simpson oil. And I went back and I had another PET scan, and the tumor was all gone. And I was told that tumor, thank you. I was told that tumor would be there for the rest of my life, and they wanted to know, why that tumor was gone. And I had confided in my doctors about that, and they just kind of joked and laughed it off. I went out to California and got a medical marijuana card. And the doctor there said he normally just treats people who are addicted to heroin and meth, and this helps get them off of that opioid addiction and prescription opioids as well, which, we seem to have an epidemic of that here in Indiana. So maybe that might be a consideration since there aren't any, bad side effects to the marijuana. Which brings me to... Let's go ahead and talk about the magic carpet ride real quick so I don't... I was with some friends, and we were driving down the road, and she offered me a truffle, one of those dark chocolate Lindor truffles. And, of course, you have to accept chocolate as a woman in Indiana because it's illegal not to. And I went ahead and I took the truffle, and there's no ladylike way to eat this big, giant chocolate ball that's so delicious. So I just shoved it in my pie hole and nommed it all down. And as I'm eating it all, I said, "Sweetheart, this tastes kind of like some medicine." And she said, "Oh, yeah, I put about a half a pin in there." And I said, "Oh, well, a pin usually lasts me about 3 weeks, so you just doubled my dose right there. This is going to be fun." And we get to a point in the road, and being the good wife that I am, I navigate for my husband with my little navigator. And she's navigating from the back seat back there. And my husband says, "Okay, which way are we going, ladies, left or right?" And my navigator's saying right, and her navigator's saying left. And all of a sudden, her husband yells out, "Up! We are going up!" And he was right. We were all just going up. And as we were going up, I felt like I was going blind in my good eye, in my right eye, because I can't see very well out of my left eye. And I was really upset and really worried. Oh my God, I'm going to go blind. I'm going to go blind in my eye. What do I do? I'm going to have to learn Braille. And then my mind went down another path to, I wonder if my husband's penis would feel any differently if I was blind. If perhaps the ridges and bumps on it held some secret Braille message I'd be able to read with my body. And then I thought, well, I wonder what kind it would be. Would he have a novel? Would it be the Cliff Notes to Romeo and Juliet, or maybe a tweet? Because it gets cold here in Indiana. No judgment whatsoever. And then I thought, Tweety bird, like a little bird. It does. It kind of looks like a little bird nestled in with his little eggs, and he just sitting there poking out, looking out at everything. And then how amazing it is! How amazing it is that cute little Tweety bird can grow up and become Captain Thundercock. Big, happy, proud Thundercock here to eradicate all your sexual desires for at least, 15, 20 minutes. And then it's sandwich and a nap time. And I came back, I'm laughing, and I come out of this realization, and the beam of light I'm starting to be able to see again, and it comes into the horn of a unicorn running right alongside of this beautiful, majestic creature that has now turned into a Suburban with a bunch of kids in it. So that ruined that dream. And my roller coaster ride is coming back on down, and we decided to stop and get some Sparky Mart coffee. Now, I love Sparky Mart coffee, especially their French vanilla Sparky Mart coffee, and I love coffee, and I'm an electrician, so I love anything Sparky. Everything has got to be Sparky. And I went to enjoy that, and I couldn't because my roller coaster was going back up again. And as I'm going back up and I see the lights, I see God. And I look at him, and he looks like the Monty Python God with the hat and the jaw that just, blah, blah, blah. Monty Python God. And I'm like, what? Hi, how you doing? And it could have been Muhammad. I don't know. I haven't seen him in forever. So then I realized there is a story online about cannibalism. And cannabosum is the sacred herb that used to be burned in the inner sanctuary, the tabernacle, that allowed them to speak with God. And I believe it works because I saw him. He was right up there. And cannabosum has been refuted on whether or not it's hemp or cannabis, but sure sounds like some cannabis to me. So just take a little extra of that. But we finally get home. And I wake up and I'm in my recliner. And I decide that I have actually flown my recliner all the way home. And that's the worst that it can do. You know, I was on so many medications. I was on morphine and gabapentin and Flexeril and oxycodone and Valium and Xanax. I take nothing now. I take nothing. All of that was killing my liver and my intestines and my nerves, and nothing cured my nerve pain like this. And it's just, I don't know why people are so afraid of the high. The high is awesome. And it's not bad. If you're sick with cancer, you need to stay hydrated. You need to stay nourished, and you need a lot of sleep. The side effects of marijuana are it's going to make you thirsty, so you're going to want to drink more. It's going to make you hungry, so you're going to eat more. And it's going to make you sleep, so it's going to help you rest more. What other cancer medication is out there that actually has benefits in their side effects? It could give you leukemia. It could give you anal leakage. No, it doesn't do any of that. The side effects are actually beneficial to the drug instead of detrimental. And I wish people would see that and help move this along. But I know whenever I see someone that I can recognize is suffering from cancer, I reach out to them with this. And I was able to do this just this past week. I went in to go pay our electric bill, and the lady came up to me and she said, "Didn't you have cancer?" I said, "Oh, yeah." She said, "How's that doing?" I said, "Oh, it's gone." And she says, "Gone?" I said, "Yeah, the tumor's completely gone. All the cancer's gone." And the little girl sitting in a desk over behind her, she gasped, and she jumped up and ran up to me. I noticed she had a scar on her neck here. She has tumors in her body, and she can't be more than 25 years old. And so we've connected, and I really hope to get to help her. But that's pretty much with my testimonial, and glad to introduce y'all to the captain. So y'all have a good night.
Hi guys, it's me again. I'm Eve. Just a couple of quickies for you here. This one is for Jerry Goebel. Okay, I am 57. I started smoking grass when I was 14. I have a veterinary degree and a master's in behavioral physiology. I've smoked pretty much, daily with occasional breaks since about, 14, 15. And I just haven't seen any of the problems. And I think that if everybody out there, all the doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs and veterinarians who are like me came out, it would make a big difference. That was step one. And step two, to the kind woman who was just up here, I heard your first testimonial, and you are the person who taught me as a comedian that I can come up here and I can say anything I want about my mate's genitalia as long as I use the phrase thundercock. And ma'am, I will always love you for that. Thank you for sharing. I love you all.
Hello. Hey, everybody, I love you. I'm Steve, the quiet guy in the back. I love you too. So, I had a gig with Dino and Lucy Saturday in Lebanon. We got word that a real good friend took his life. He traveled the road with us back in the 90s. We used his van. Sean Hartman. He was the kind of dude in his early 20s. What he did is he took care of two full-grown, mentally challenged grown men that were a monster handful. And he took care of them for years and loved them like family. He was a beautiful dude. He started losing his sight, among some other diseases, about 10 years ago. And I guess it was too much. Dino and I saw him about a year ago. We're playing over on the east side. And he couldn't drive anymore. They took his license away. He's riding his bicycle, pretty close to pretty much half blind, having some drinks, and riding around on his bike. That was the last time we saw him. But if you know anybody that is depressed, you know, maybe you could talk to him. We don't even know all the details yet. He died Friday night. His service was today, and we weren't allowed to attend. So that's it. I love you guys. Love you, Steve. I love you, Sean.
Let's take this time to do a moment of silence. Let's send love out to Sean Hartman, Sky, Chrissy, Eve, Margot, Myra, Tony, Brooklyn, Matt. In love's name, amen. All right. Where are we? Let's head over to the auto prayer. Everybody loves the auto prayer. Otto was a hero, friend, and comedian here in town. And we celebrate his life every day that we can. He passed on because he couldn't have access to cannabis oil when he desperately needed it with cancer. And these are his words. Be nice to as many people as you can. It's absolutely free. I'll be nice to you, and you'll be nice to me. Just like tag, if we start tonight, tomorrow will be a better world. Wait, no, it's over here. There we go, ding, ding, ding. Remove the ding. All right, well, I'll leave the ding there. All right, now we go into all those fabulous and wonderful church announcements. First off, I'd like to thank Scotty and everybody who's been working on the stage, Jerry, Granny J. They're doing some miraculous work here. Awesome. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Gary Warren, our church counselor, is always available. Ladies? Anyway. Okay. We will take donations of We will take donations of food, clothing, household goods, lumber. Last year we took 2,700 pair of socks to the homeless. This year we took 32 bags of clothes to the industrial strength bags of clothes to the homeless. when we go to the drop-off point, their face is like, "You're with what church? Your First Church of Cannabis?" No shit. You know, they're always amazed. We overdo everybody, at least 5 times. So God bless all the Canatarians out there. Thank you for kicking ass. All right, needs for the place. We found a shed, so I don't have to pitch on that. We need a 12-foot ladder. Still looking for commercial-grade carpet. We need a 24-foot by 24-foot section or 3 24-foot rolls that are 8 feet long, but they come in 12 foot, so that'd be 2 12-foots. Matching.
Is that new math?
Yeah, math's hard, Barbie.
What are you people? On dope?
All right, now something new, something cool, something wonderful is happening tomorrow. We have yoga, so the stage will be cleared, and everybody will be doing that. At 5:45, because nobody can decide between 5:30 and 6, so they put it at 5:45. But yeah, it's a 5:45 start time, and it's a yoga class till 7, and it's going to be cool, and it's going to be entertaining. No, it's Thursday, tomorrow. Every day after services, we have yoga. So we're trying to get things scheduled every day of the week so we can have activity here. We got the building. We might as well use it. If you have a brilliant idea, please get with us. We'll always listen to them. And speaking of brilliant ideas, Saturday, November 5th, we'll have a burlesque show here. Yeah. On Sunday afternoons, if you are a comedian who wants to learn how to be funny and get a good demo tape of yourself, here in beautiful First Church of Cannabis with this as a background, don't you know we had a DEA agent up here going like this? Yeah. First Church of Cannabis has a DEA comedian. Really? I couldn't write that shit. Burlesque, we got everything. We got paint. We said hi to Russell and Bridget McLaren. Happy for you guys getting married. Desi and Cameron, hi. All right, that's it. Let's wrap this thing up with the Deity Dozen. I say it, and you bounce it back, and that way we all get to hear it. Deity Dozen. Practice these in your daily adventures in life, and please teach others to do the same. Number 1, don't be an asshole. Treat everyone with love as an equal. Don't be an asshole. Treat everyone with love as an equal. Number 2, the day starts with your smile every morning when you get up, wear it first. The day starts with your smile every morning when you get up, wear it first. Help others when you can, not for money, but because it's needed. Treat your body as a temple. Do not poison it with poor quality foods and sodas. Treat your body as a temple. Do not poison it with poor quality foods and sodas. Do not take advantage. Excuse me. Do not take advantage of people. Do not intentionally hurt anything. Do not take advantage of people. Do not intentionally hurt anything. Never start a fight. Only finish them. Grow food, raise animals, get nature into your daily routine. This is the hard one, folks, especially around election time. Do not be a troll on the internet. Respect others without name calling and being vulgarly aggressive. Do not be a Jerry on the internet. Respect others without name calling and being vulgarly aggressive. Spend at least 10 minutes a day just contemplating life in a quiet space. Spend at least 10 minutes a day just contemplating life in a quiet space. Protect those who cannot protect themselves. Protect those who cannot protect themselves. Laugh often, share humor, have fun in life, be positive. Laugh often, share humor, have fun in life, be positive. Yeah, I like that. All right, this one, because of internet requests, we will read slowly, and we'll just do it sentence by sentence. Cannabis, the healing plant, is our sacrament. Cannabis, the healing plant, is our sacrament. It brings us closer to ourselves and others. It is our fountain of health, our love, curing us from illness and depression. We embrace it with our whole heart and spirit, individually and as a group. Passing these out, but the box is empty. One toke, one smile, one love. I love you all. Have an awesome week.
When there is a town in North Ontario with dream, comfort, memory, despair, but in my mind I still need a place to go, and all my changes were there. So blue windows behind the star, and yellow moon on the right. So big birds flying across the sky, they're throwing shadows on our eyes. They leave us helpless, 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 helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. And helpless, 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 helpless.